Good day. Let's continue today. We are talking about why you must not quit. Don't quit because there is a ray of hope ahead of you. In the introduction, I talked about your power of tenacity and belief to overcome laziness. Laziness is meant to destroy your great virtue and your great value. Don't be lazy. There is nobody that hard work has ever killed before. When you believe in the power of excellence, do it better than the best. Do you know that you'll be rewarded? Therefore, if the distractions of this world have frustrated you in the past, as I'm discussing with you the reason why you must not quit, you will believe in the potentials that God has given you. God has placed value on you. See yourself as a value. He created you to go and have dominion. That is to be in charge, to exercise authority, to exercise control over the circumstances around you. The circumstances that seems to be negative, they are meant for you to make use of them, to create value out of it. Look at the air that we breathe in and out. Technology has made it possible to make it to become value. They make money. Billionaires are coming out of that usage. You too. Instead of quitting that which you are doing because of one frustration or the other, you can create value out of it. In continuation, as we are talking now, discussing why you must not quit. This is not the season for you to quit. Have you forgotten how long you have started what you are doing? Have you forgotten the resources you have expended so far? Have you forgotten what it took you all these years to get to where you are now? Listen, it remains a little time for you to get it done. You are thinking of quitting. It's possible. Situations now may not be favorable. But let me tell you, what remains permanent is change. A change is coming. Anything that starts must end. If things are negative for you now, believe that end is coming to that negative circumstance. Therefore, don't quit, my friend. Don't quit. You are telling me that nobody is coming to help you. You can help yourself. How? Believe in yourself and understand that you need patience. Patience is power in the journey of life. Instead of quitting, be patient. Be patient with yourself. I said it in one of these classes in the past that you must be patient with yourself, be patient with God, be patient with people. Don't think because of the adversity of the present moment that you want to quit. No, it's nothing compared with the glory that shall be revealed in you in future. According to Romans chapter 8, verse 18, don't reckon with the sufferings of this present moment. Therefore, don't quit. That's your school, that's your studies, because there is no school fees. Don't quit. Do you know that if you can call on God, God can dictate to your benefactors and help will come your way? Help is coming. Why it seems things are hard now is because of the value that is coming forth through you. Don't quit. Most failures in the past become most successful that we have seen. We have read how many people that failed in their secondary education, and when they became tenacious with patience and calling on God, repeating the same task, God sends benefactors to them and they become successful today. Don't quit. Look at politicians. Most of them must have contested for more than 3, 4, 5 times. They did not quit. Abraham Lincoln of America did more than you can ever imagine. At the end, he became the president of America. Don't quit. And I want to equally let you know that lack of patience can lead to frustration over that task. If you are not patient enough, do you know that you will not see the glory that lies in the crisis? No wonder God said it in Isaiah 43 that when you are passing through waters of life and through fire of life, you must not be fearful. He is with you. That circumstance that wants to call your attention to quit right now, please believe that God is there with you, that your Maker believes in you, that your Maker has sent you to bring out glory from that situation, that task. Oh, you are saying, the counselor, people do not appreciate your effort, your task. Oh, Are you believing in people? Believe in yourself first. If you appreciate what you are doing first, you will not despise the time of little beginning. You will start little, keep faith, work hard, be committed, be focused, and you will see the end result that God will breathe the power of blossomeness on it and you will be expanding. And God will see that, oh, you can manage little, then He can commit greater things to you. And in course of your task, you must be transparent. Be transparent to God, be transparent to man. You must be open. Don't try to look for shortcuts. Don't be fraudulent. You see, if you are fraudulent, you may think you are successful, but the end, the repercussion, the nemesis that will come thereafter can be disastrous. Therefore, don't quit. I equally want to tell you that you need to recreate. Believe in the power of creation that has been given to you. That is the power of word. Word in your mouth. What are you confessing? What are you saying to yourself? Because of challenges of life, you are thinking of quitting and then you are saying and declaring negativity. No, change your mindset. As you are hearing me, begin to confess positive things. Begin to declare and decree great and good things about you, about your destiny, about that child, about your husband, about your wife, about that business, about that contract. Declare and decree positive things. Whatever you declare, whatever you confess is what you will possess. There is power in the word. You see, all the creatures that God created them, including you and I, through the power of the word. Be recreative, and God will back your words. I see that whenever you feel like quitting, try to remember the time that things were blossom. Try to remember the time that things were roseful and blossom. Try to remember when things were okay, when you were smiling to banks, when people are hailing you, when people are praising you. Remember that time. So you will not give your mind to failure again. It is the same you that they celebrate in social gathering. It is the same you that you can cook food, that your store in your house is full of sumptuous food stuff. Now that challenges and test of life is looming, don't complain. Start praising God. In First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18, he said, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God concerning you. Give thanks. You still have your life. Don't quit. Your life is still intact. Don't quit. Even on the sick bed, if you are sick, you can still talk, you can still breathe. Be singing to God, be praising God, be jubilating. Believe that God has not taken away your life. Therefore, there is hope in hopelessness. Don't quit, my friend. Don't quit. You see, be aware that all your past failures, God knows about it. All your past failures, all the things you have done in the past that were not yielding result, in time of pain and agony, in time of panicking, time of frustration and confusion. Even when there was hunger, know that all those times that you have gone through, God saw you. God knew about it. You know why? All those things, they will work together. They are created, they are allowed to work together for your good because you are called according to God's purpose. Why? Because you love God. If you love God, you will discover that the time of peril, the time of success, the time of goodness, the time of frustration, everything, you need to learn that everything is for your good. It's simply for His glory. Don't allow anything to debase you or to defocus you or to make you condemn God. Don't blame God. God is not to be blamed. God Almighty is to be praised. And that's your task. Please don't quit. Begin to see ray of hope. I see you shining and I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Listen to me. That man, that woman that have disappointed you, don't blame them. Yes, I repeat, don't blame them. If you try to blame anybody for your failure or for not helping you, listen to me. You might not know the reason why God decided that such person should not help you. If the person had helped you, do you know that it's possible? You might be a slave to that person. You might be a slave to that opportunity. So everything works together for good to those that love God and are called according to his purpose. And I want you to believe that this season that you are hearing me, that you should not quit, is the season for you to meditate, to see God backing you up, to see God coming to your rescue, to see God fulfilling his great promises. Have you forgotten what God said in his word? He said, before you were formed in the womb of your mother, he has already known thee and he has given you a name. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. You can read through. You understand that God has plans for you. Remember, he said, I know, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you. The thought of peace, not of evil, to give you an expected end. God thinks good about you. Do not quit. My friend, I'm talking to you. Go back to the same task. Go back to the same situation. Go back to the same business you have done before. Go back to that same man. Go back to the same thing that you have done that was not yielding result. Call on God to intervene. Call on God to show you the great wisdom to use and begin to encourage yourself. Believe in yourself. And I want you to detach yourself from frustration. Anything that will frustrate you, detach yourself from it. Is it association of friends? When you are making it, they were celebrating you. But when it seems challenging, they are mocking you. You can separate yourself from them. You can disassociate yourself from them. Only God is your good friend. Only God is a good shepherd. Only God is the only one that can back you without you regretting. Listen, when you put your trust in man, the word of God says you are cursed. That is, you will be sorrowful. You will regret it. Jeremiah 17 verse 5. But verse 7, Jeremiah 17 says, if you put your trust and your hope in God, you will be blessed. He said you will be blessed to the level that during the time of scarcity, you will not know it. You will be like a tree planted by a riverside that brings its blessing at the due season. Put your trust in God. Don't quit. In the third segment, I will show you the panacea against quitting. I will show you what you have to do and how you can begin again. You can begin again. You can start afresh. What you have done that caused your downfall, go back to it. But before you start, go to God. Tell God to equip you with his presence, with his grace, with his mercy. That child, don't lose hope over that child. Don't quit over that child, that circumstance, that marriage. You can still go back. You remember, I always say, you can begin afresh. And when God, the Almighty, the Alpha and Omega, steps into the process in between Alpha and Omega, do you know that you can ride smoothly into the end of great destination? God will bless you. And I want to let you know that this class will help you. Keep your faith in God. Keep listening. I want you to connect with this class. Every time, anytime that God inspires me to say something, you should know. Once you click and you can see and be hearing, you should know that the word is for you and you will not fail. Don't quit. I will return back.